He's dead now. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
He's dead now.
Dear God. All right, guys. Welcome back to the Nerd Mulisha podcast, where we read comic books and talk about dope shit. The dead is back.
Don't you dare say he is risen.
Like a phoenix coming from the ground, I am back.
The line is like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Get it right.
That's not my line. My line is, like a Harry Potter book, I am the Order of
Did you let him out?
I did.
And I am back.
I told you he built his way out.
That's impossible.
Your graves are Bradley Cooper, Lady Gaga, my friend. Shallow, shallow. As long as I don't sing it like the real song.
Nobody gets your obscure reference.
Everybody gets them. Man! Read a book.
Yes. It was a
Read
movie.
the film adaptation of the book, or the book adaptation of the film.
Okay.
You read adaptations of films? And you watch musicals?
I love musicals.
And you got a wife?
I love it. I know. I'm against the grain, my friend.
Yeah. Can we
Hashtag
stop?
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, there are some really... You're missing out on some musicals, man.
The only musicals you need in your life is the Muppets.
Okay.
All
right. That's
it.
Yeah.
Hashtag comments.
Yeah.
But like a phoenix, I am back, everybody, from my vacation, from my time away from the beautiful camera.
Yes.
2 words. Tiger King, but I'll get into that later. That's where I've been.
This is
As you can tell, my Joe Exotic gear that I'm wearing today.
This is the theme of today, right? It's going to be just little...
I'm going to throw in Tiger King.
No. The theme is Bone Crusher.
Okay.
You like punk rock?
Speaking of Bone Crusher, Carol Baskins.
Bone Crusher will eat Carol Baskins alive for breakfast.
All right.
I believe it.
Best punk rock
tigers eat
band
people too.
on the scene today. Go buy their album, Every Generation.
Wait, they got a new album out?
They got a new album, well, the new-ish, but
Okay.
Bone Crusher.
And then the album was called again?
Every Generation. You like hard, heavy, fast music that makes you want to hit people? Like that guy?
Let's point out the gimmicks he's got
Like
on.
hit
He's
me
got
up.
the
Bone
Hashtag
Crusher.
comics.
shirt.
Hashtag life.
He's got his mask today.
It's not a mask. It's my skin.
His skin today.
It's my face.
His face is a Bone Crusher bandana, right?
It doesn't-
Look at it. There it is.
It doesn't
man.
matter if you're black or white, my friend. That's what Michael Jackson taught me.
Oh,
He's
that's
wearing a lot of
that's
black
a-
and white. It's a good thing, right?
Oh,
He's got a black and white.
He's
right?
Oh,
racist.
there we go. And then
You know,
does it.
he was
Michael
calling
Jackson
us
was not
Ebony and
racist.
Ivory earlier.
Michael Jackson.
Oh my God.
What? He said you were ivory?
He was calling us Ebony and Ivory, huh? I heard him
Wow.
talking crap.
You're probably going to have to cut that.
You gonna take that?
I'm telling you right now, dude. You're probably going to have to cut that whole thing. You're probably going to have to cut that whole
What?
Were you calling us Ebony and Ivory, bro?
No, he
That's
was
what
calling
do you
him-
think he ended up in the
You're
hole?
more like Ebony and whatever brown is. And sand?
Ebony and Flan.
Sand?
Ebony and Flan? Ebony and Flan. I never liked Flan as a kid.
I don't like Flan now.
As we
It
edit
reminds-
that back to this.
Yeah,
I just don't care for Flan.
Don't edit it. Leave it in.
It reminds me of like loogies. Like
It is. It's a booger.
Oh.
It's a booger dish. It's
Okay. Oh man. So
I want to do it.
okay.
Last week you did it. I want to do it this week.
All right.
I need the Mr. Kennedy mic drop.
We should get one.
All right.
If only we had one of those.
Healing from every man's nightmare, every woman's desire, the brother who's a bigger pimp than Slick and the Godfather, my man, Vexx.
That was good.
All right.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I'm intimidated with how good that was.
That was really good.
Step your game up, son.
I will. Now practice this in the mirror from now on.
Mm-hmm.
You're coming for my gimmicks.
No.
You want to trade them? I'll wear the skin and you'll do the intros.
This is my skin. I can't give you my skin.
I'll get my own skin, I guess.
Oh. Some really Texas Chainsaw stuff, my friend.
It is. So,
I know a guy.
spoiler.
Yes, sir.
What are we talking about today?
We're talking about 2 weeks of no new comics now, man.
Oh man,
I'm freaking out.
you're jonesing.
I'm bouncing off the walls.
Scratching the arm.
Yeah.
I'm twitching.
Get my comic fix, baby.
Coming Wednesday, I got no new comics, but
Wash your car for a comic.
I
I said, wash your car for a comic.
is that like street for something I
It's
don't know about?
It's whatever you want it to be, my friend.
You got a wife?
I think
No,
he
not-
literally
I don't want comics like that. I'll pay money for them.
So
watch people's car for a comic book.
We've only got access to a whole store of comics because the owner's super cool like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I've been reading a lot of issues that came out like from Joe Hill.
Yeah.
This plunge right here,
Okay.
I think it could be a movie. It reads like there was a tsunami, and because as a result of the tsunami, this frigate got resurrected, and when the sun hit the solar panels, it hit the automatic emergency distress. So this team's got to go on there and pick it up, and all was not well on the frigate. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Big fan of Joe Hill.
Yeah.
His father is a famous author. If you know who it is, cool. He's trying to make a name for himself as his own writer, and he is really, really good. He's got a bunch of miniseries that are out. Basketful of Heads, Plunge, Lolo Woods is another one.
Oh, yeah, we have to look.
I haven't read it. 2 for 3, I guess.
The Dollhouse people is pretty good too.
Oh, Dollhouse is right.
Yeah,
Dollhouse is the
yeah.
other one.
But this Basket Full of Heads, that could also, just
crazy.
reads like a movie or Netflix mini. Really
That's
good. But this like Nordic axe, when it severs somebody's head, the body dies, but the head's still alive.
You had me on Netflix.
Oh wow, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, anything written by Joe Hill, you're gonna get your money's worth, and then some.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was.
Well worth the
Lock and
price of
Key
admission.
is a TV show now, so
It is a TV show. But unlike the TV show, this is good. And it's meant for all ages, not teenagers. How about that?
How about
How
that?
about that? I'm sorry. I've been on vacation or buried.
You were buried.
I don't know.
Okay.
And
you,
buried in my home with Netflix, and it was fantastic. So
oh, did you watch it?
I watched Lock and Key. I have grievances because it's very good and entertaining, but I call it a CW show. It caters to the younger millennials. Not even millennial, like what are they? The boom. As I look off.
Z.
The Z, right?
Gen Z.
Yeah.
Very emotional. But there's some cool stuff. But if you want a good show, watch Tiger King, baby. My friend Joe Exotic out there has everything. Murder, romance, dancing.
What kind of romance?
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Oh man, yeah, you gotta
What
watch
kind of
it.
romance?
It's
The
the
romance where if you're mad at your husband, you feed him to a tiger.
Yes. Hashtag
I like
free
that.
Joe Exotic.
I like that.
Free Joe Exotic.
And jail Carol fucking Baskin.
Jail her, frosted flakes her, take away her tigers.
She did it.
My God. She did it.
She did it.
She did
She
it.
did it.
Pick up your bull.
I would talk
Pick
about
up
the
your
other
pool.
people, but they're like actual monsters. So
Oh man, there's some shit that goes on in there.
Like Soprano style?
Yeah.
Yeah. Slash.
All right, what
like,
else we got?
Cartel style.
Yeah, oh,
I just want to know, man, because
It's a good show.
I
It's
had you
crazy.
zip tied. I had you electrical taped. How did you get out?
he was in the Boy Scouts, man.
No, he wasn't.
You don't earn the name Superfly without getting by and by, my friend. I'm telling you. I know how to get out of this thing.
Key emphasis on by.
And by.
B-Y, my friend.
B-Y, not B-I.
Not that one.
Did you watch
the other.
WrestleMania? No, the wrestler.
No. Oh,
I'm talking to the wrestler.
I don't have the thing. Jeez. I read about it on social media.
I did. With the second part of WrestleMania, I did watch it. I actually was a fan of the Funhouse match.
You look cool.
It looked very cool. I feel like both the Funhouse match and that stupid graveyard match are going to be like WrestleMania staples now.
I heard the Undertaker Old Man in the Can Graveyard match was really good. What?
Yeah, people liked it. I didn't, but
You know what could have saved that?
What's that?
If Bone Crusher came in.
You know what? Yeah,
I agree.
will-
Carol Baskin can crush some bones and murder some people with their tigers.
I agree with you on that. I think a hardcore. If that would have been the smartest move. I haven't heard a lot of Bone Crusher, just what you've played when we came in. But if that song was Undertaker's like theme music instead of the ridiculous one he chose,
The Metallica one?
was that? Yeah,
I thought that was
would
the
have
games
been.
thing.
No, that was Metallica. A game like the
The-
Motorhead.
Oh,
Yeah,
As everyone should.
tomato,
Yes.
tomato.
You don't like Motorhead?
They're the same thing,
Oh,
right?
man.
Hell no!
Metallica and Motorhead?
No!
You know who was really good?
Hit him.
Motorhead's that car shop, right?
Oh my god!
Hit him again!
No!
Or is it like some kind of like evil robot thing?
Oh my god!
Your
killing
ignorance
me.
is showing
You're
again.
killing me!
Oh, are they like Sugar Ray?
Yeah. No, come back! Come back! Don't leave!
Hashtag comics.
You know who was like really really good friends with Lemmy or randomly? Willie Mack.
Really?
Really?
Huh.
Willie Mack lived an interesting life. One tour he was
I
telling,
love Willie Mack.
oh man, he had an interesting life. He was telling me
I put him over.
when he was a kid he would just go walk around his life in L.A. and he would always go, not the Viper Room, but I think it was like one of the bars on Sunset.
Oh, the Blue
Rainbow.
The Blue Oyster Club.
Cool.
Hit him again.
I'll give you $1 if you got that reference.
It's beyond me.
For those people out there, the Blue Oyster Club. You get the reference. Message.
Did you say the Blue Oyster Club?
Yeah.
It's
my $1 million reference. Everybody's figured it out. I won't give you.
There's a comic. There's a comic in that reference. You comment the reference. I'll give you a comic book.
I will give you a comic book if you can get the reference correct. First one, get the reference correct. Blue Oyster Club.
No, but his bus to school would drop him off next to this bar, and like sometimes he would wait in that bar for the next bus to take.
Wait in the bar?
Yeah, I don't know how he'd get in, but he would talk his way in there. Anyways, he would always talk to this old dude for years and years, and one day, like he said, he just figured out it was Lemmy this whole time. Like he never knew, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm Lemmy."
That's pretty cool.
So he had known this guy for like ages and just was
bars bring people together.
Yeah.
Lemmy brings people together. Rest in peace, Lemmy.
He's a good guy, dude.
Lemmy Kilmister.
But yeah, if they had used that, I think that's a better fit. You know what? I think hard punk like that is a better fit for Undertaker.
Real punk like that, not that K-Rock stuff.
Not the no.
I'm gonna make you think about my Blink
182, Angels and Airwaves.
Oh gosh, I haven't heard that in forever. I can't even joke about that. I'm good.
Fall Out Boy t-shirt.
I'm good.
You're not Superfly. You're Fall Out Boy, Eli.
Hey,
I love Fall Out
Millhouse
Boy.
knows what Millhouse wants. And I'm Thrill House. Millpool.
Thrill House.
You're Milk Toast.
Look, I gotta pick my name. Thrill House. Comes out Thrill Ho.
Oh jeez.
I gotta work with this.
Hashtag the glasses.
But yeah.
Hashtag life comics.
I thought the Funhouse match was great. The main event, man.
Sucked.
Yeah, I was happy for
Drew.
For who? Drew. Yeah.
Who called it? Drew and Goldberg, right?
Yeah. No, it was Drew and Brock.
That would have been a better match.
Drew and Brock. No, man, you did call it. You called it. You
called
said
a lot of them.
Yeah, you said he was going to win. He won it. But again, like I said, I think because this thing was just given the name of WrestleMania, nobody felt like it was actually WrestleMania. Nobody performed like it was WrestleMania.
Charlotte Flair did.
Charlotte Flair is a freaking
beast
anomaly. She's a freaking unicorn in this world of wrestling in general.
Does she poop rainbows?
Probably.
You gotta ask Andrade about that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but WrestleMania itself as the event, as this big show, you're supposed to have celebrity guests and music and this and that. Glitz and glam to really kind of push this out to have those like random
Did you say Motorhead should have played him when it hit you again?
I like Motorhead. It's the guy with the mustache. I know who they are.
Yeah.
They're not Fall Out Boy, but they're good. Apparently I'm going down really around, but we'll get there in a second.
Yes.
No, but I'm assuming there was no theatrics like that. It was just straight up fighting.
Yeah, it wasn't even
fighting.
I wouldn't even call it straight up
entertainment.
Straight up wrestling or straight up fighting. Like it was just like something other. Like I don't know. It was, if I had to compare it to anything, it was like an indie show. That's what it felt like. A well produced indie show. People came out, people wrestled, and it was just like there was nothing behind the wrestling. Like I said, like as a wrestler, like you need that audience, right? They're kind of like
it's entertainment.
They feed you,
show,
yeah. You know,
like musicals.
Exactly, man. You know where to go. You know if you go on the run, and it just wasn't there, bro. Nobody.
Oh, the Phoenix is back.
Oh, no, nobody.
You're like a peacock.
I'm like, just because I saw Pokemon last night.
Yep.
Insert reference there.
What a butt. But yeah, nobody performed to that level, with the exception of like I think the women are going to always they're clawing for like their platform, so they're always going to like give it their all. I think.
But they're doing a great job.
Right?
Oh yeah, a lot of the compliments I hear from
they are not. I want to say like the male wrestlers are spoiled because we've always had the spotlight. They've always had the spotlight, right? Female wrestlers, like they're coming up and they're finally being recognized so every match they have is a WrestleMania. Like they're trying to be like, we can do this too. So they're always going to leave it all out there. Even fucking Tamina like did some shit.
It's Tamina that's Nia Jax.
Same person.
Crap out.
Kind of same.
Same
30 pounds later.
Same person. Dear God, spoiler.
I am not starting to fight with Nia Jax or anyone for the WWE. Right.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll put her over.
I don't think. You know what? I don't like Nia Jax.
Nia Jax fears the spoiler.
I think.
Hashtag that.
I think they were in a rush to find the next Kia Kong, and they
Who?
Kia Kong.
Awesome Kong.
Well, whatever.
I put her over.
Yeah, Awesome Kong is. I think
Hashtag, I'm gonna put him over.
Nia Jax is like the minute they I hate whenever they introduce somebody like, oh yeah, she's related to The Rock, so you gotta like her. I'm like, fuck that, bro.
Well, I mean, we have Roman Reigns.
Well, wait a minute. That worked against Curtis Axel. Had they just let Curtis Axel be Joe Henning, he'd be the top guy right now.
Well, yeah, of course.
He works great.
It works. It works against.
You have to use that heritage, that legacy heritage. Let these people know so and so begat so and so, because the work rate is going to carry itself out. Look at that one cat who was in Legacy, the third dude. Remember, it was Orton, it was Rhodes, it was Axel, and then there was the Samoan kid.
Yeah, Sin Snuka.
Yeah, he washed out. The cream will rise to the top.
But Sin Snuka, to be fair, Sin Snuka didn't wash himself out. Like, he dropped The Undertaker in a really big spot, and then they were like, we can't fuck with you no more.
Like I said, the cream will rise to the top.
That's the... But that
you gotta give them. You gotta let them know. So-and-so begat so-and-so.
Nah,
Wait. Are we talking about like in biblical proportions?
It's biblical.
So-and-so begot so-and-so. Who begot so-and-so. Who begot so-and-so.
I doubt it because...
The New Testament of wrestling.
I don't think the name or who you came from is gonna like you have to. The only time that should matter is if the kid is like fucking performing.
Randy Orton disagrees with that. Randy Orton wouldn't be where he was if it wasn't for his last name. You know that.
Who's your daddy?
Bob.
Cowboy Bob Orton.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Randy Orton could have still. Okay, but if you take what made Randy Orton was
Is he psycho?
not even that. It was Evolution. And then it was his Legend Killer run. If you take out saying like he's the son of Bob Orton, I don't think it would matter because he would still the story would still be the same. If you're the Legend Killer and you're just killing legends, awesome.
If he was Randy Smith, no one would give two craps about him.
I doubt that.
He'd be jerking
the name got him there,
Mm-hmm.
but his name doesn't like.
Oh, again, so you're saying the work.
Yeah. But I don't think. But the difference between Nia Jax and Randy Orton is.
We're not talking about Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Tamina.
Well, no, I'm talking about Nia Jax. Tamina is like on.
Is Nia Jax related to anybody?
Yeah, she's like supposed to be The Rock's cousin.
Every Samoan's related to The Rock.
WWE.
This is where I'm saying like. Her work hasn't came out like she's been shitting. She's been hurting people.
But they're not touting her as.
They are any chance they get. Like
Nia Jax?
Yeah, they'll go like this is The Rock's cousin. Like they put out photos of her and The Rock talking backstage. Like they push it. That's an angle. I couldn't make that up.
So if I talk to The Rock backstage, am I related to The Rock?
No, but if you're talking to The Rock backstage and then they go, the spoiler is like second cousins to The Rock somehow. And they're trying to push that angle rather than your work, then yeah, that's an issue.
But I am second cousins to The Rock, Don Morocco.
Yeah, but not this Rock.
The OG Rock.
The OG Rock.
Just Spaceballs it, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm not Rayanne Johnson. Rayanne Johnson turned Star Wars into Spaceballs. Stupid.
Oh, I showed up late to the class, but I got it now.
But yeah, no.
Who the heck is that?
And I don't think Tamina, I don't think they stress the fact that she is Snuka's daughter.
And maybe that's because of the legal issues.
What legal? I mean,
What legal issues?
He got away with murder. He's dead now. He can't be charged. Like he's gone.
Yeah, they don't want to bring that up.
You know, but nobody really knows about that.
You know,
yeah, because they can't look it up on the Google machine. Jimmy Snuka.
Speaking of getting away with murder,
but no, like
Carol Baskins,
and like they never.
We know you did it.
But like still, like that. Her lineage is more important than. At least to my opinion, than Tamina being a cousin. Like Snuka, they still show Snuka's jump from the top of the cage. Like that's a big thing.
Oh, I know who that guy is.
Like yeah,
he had no shoes, right?
But like Nia Jax just being sold on the fact that she's the cousin of The Rock is horrible.
He's calling himself Superfly, but doesn't know who the OG Superfly is.
Snuka is some kind of like Sam.
Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Good lord.
Yeah, I know who he is. He had the ankle bracelets, no shoes, no boots. Did this thing and he flew off the top.
Yeah.
Hit him!
You're gonna burn your hand on this phoenix, my friend.
I know.
Man, you ever seen a bird? You ever seen Jean Grey?
So what all I'm saying is, without the name, they don't get the shot.
True. Okay.
I'm gonna have to go.
Ted DiBiase Jr. Washed out.
Because if not, and they wanted it based on their talent, they'll do what Joe Hill's doing. His name on these books is Hill. He's selling himself for his own talent. He happens to be played with someone else.
But that's what I dig. Like, I love that about Samoa Joe because they asked him if he was related to like
The Rock.
And he was like, absolutely not. Like, he's Samoan, but he's not related to any of the royal Samoans of wrestling. Like, he's just a Samoan dude. Yeah, well, that's a
cool
family.
name. Yeah, that's a really cool.
It's basically
That's me asking sincerely.
Yeah.
I didn't put you over, but when I met him, I said, "Give me the coquina clutch." That shit was stiff.
Well, yeah, man.
It's a hell of a drug, my friend. I'm telling you.
Yeah. You gotta protect the gimmick, bro.
Protect the gimmick.
Yeah. I don't know. Who are your favorite second and third generation wrestlers?
Second and third, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, Cody's made a name for himself.
Yeah.
Of the league,
I've never
sure.
seen him wrestle.
You've never seen Cody
I've never
Rhodes?
seen Cody Rhodes.
You know what? I would say, if you have time on your off time, you go, just look up Cody Rhodes like after he got fired from WWE.
Right, this is when he's part of the Bullet Club and everything.
Not even that. Like it's when
He's
he
just
starts-
American Nightmare.
when he's just doing shows because it's
Apples and oranges.
oh my gosh, it's like watching this WWE. No, like I was saying,
And
like,
product placement. Pepsi is
it's
part of
watching
the
this
advocacy.
guy who's like wrestling these guys who are passionate about wrestling. Not to say that WWE guys aren't passionate, but I think WWE's roster is full of actors and models right now. So to take them out, and
Shots fired.
that's just how I feel.
Shots fired.
Wow. Who are like
He's not
getting
wrong.
paid
No, I
wrestling. So it's interesting to watch. I'm saying if you're going to start anywhere with Cody Rhodes, I would start there.
And like I said, I love classic wrestling. Attitude Era is the kind of where I
Classic wrestling is the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
No, I like classic wrestling. I like
Classic
So-
wrestling.
so the
is
90s.
Attitude
To
Era.
us, it would be the Attitude Era.
it's almost 20 years ago.
That would be
20 years ago.
We got on.
Isn't that crazy? That's 20 years ago. How is that not? This is the weird thing when you get older. You're like, oh, like a 90s
yeah,
or
Cody-
30 years ago.
OG fanboy.
Cody Rhodes is a good second or third generation for sure.
But I was going to agree with you. I get that it seems now in the WWE, you have to rely on the long monologues and the acting and the Instagram and the Facebook. So it is more than just wrestling now.
Yeah.
They're
It's
superstars.
part of
You want to
the
see a WWE match?
No, but you got to make that last longer than it should.
No, that was it. That was it.
That's the main event wrestling. Anyways,
Sheesh.
I saw Japanese wrestling. Wrestling.
Wrestling?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was-
racist.
Who?
Are you racist? Get your whites to white.
I was about to make a thing, and now you just ruined it. Take two. I was watching this underground Japanese wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was really good. I was watching it with a friend of mine, dear friend. Some would even say best friend. It was at his house.
Okay.
Very nice
Blake.
older gentleman. Kind, big, works out, lovable guy.
Blake.
Is
So
this a
that's
stick?
my
Blake.
best friend.
Okay.
Blake.
He owns a comic shop. You
Oh,
can hit him
okay.
up.
That was just his
But he was showing me this. It was like underground Japanese wrestling, and it was great. These guys were actually fighting.
Dude, Japan's got it on.
Is it New Japan? Is that
yeah, New Japan.
Is that what it is? Okay,
They've got it on like on work and stuff like that. I think part of AEW's thing was they were trying to bring some of that over here. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, they've got some good stuff over there. It's pretty good. But
Minoru.
if I have to
I think it's all
say
less-
my favorite right now, who's active right now, is Bray.
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
What happened to that kid, man? Because Mike Rotundo's his daddy, and that boy's sick and twisted.
Oh,
I
bro,
know.
the Fiend.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love
Yeah.
everything about his whole shtick.
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
It's meta, it's
Everything but his belt is
Yeah.
great. Everything but his belt. I hate his
Did you
belt.
like his Husky Harris?
No.
Remember, he was the
No.
tank. He was the tank with the Porsche engine.
Yeah.
It's hard selling me on that the face lamp.
Oh, to the face slap is everything.
No, it's sweet. I dig it, but I can't I have this decor in my house because I'm a fan of Bray Wyatt. It's like,
But you know,
so.
it's because like it's supposed to represent like his disappointment in that gimmick.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his like he
it's-
failed, and that's why like
They murdered it?
he talks to it like he's like you were supposed to do this and you didn't and you failed. Yeah, that's what it's eerie as shit. WWE is really good at creating these like horror characters who need movies about themselves. Like I don't know why there was never an Undertaker movie.
He's a
Kane
wizard sorcerer,
movie,
an undead wizard
or
sorcerer.
a Bray Wyatt movie. Yeah.
Right? That whole Kane would have been great too.
Oh man, yeah.
Starring Paul Bear narrating everything. Bull!
Oh dude, yeah, he dropped
My
bombs.
son Kane.
I can't wait for a Waylon Mercy movie.
Who and what is a Waylon Mercy?
Get up. Just get up.
Oh, I beat him up. I'm always getting beat up.
Yeah. What is Waylon Mercy?
Found
Waylon
WWE
Mercy
style.
was early 90s.
Okay.
Remember the whole the new generation crap?
It was like 40 years ago.
He was I'm gonna hit him again. He was Dan Spivey.
Wait. Okay, yeah, I can see. I'm just making sure you're in the frame. Sorry. Dan Spivey. You're in.
That was his gimmick. He was doing the whole. It was the inspiration for Bray Wyatt's first gimmick, where he does the Cape Fear guy.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna teach you about laws, counselor. I'm gonna teach you what it means to make a commitment to a 4x8 cell for 20 years.
That is the scariest thing
That
I've
is
heard all
very
day.
scary. That was,
Robert De Niro when he was good.
That was a good movie.
It was very good.
That was
De Niro's not good no more?
Hell no! He's gone ape shit crazy.
Oh, what was the last De Niro movie you watched?
This week,
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah.
Raging Bull.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, this week of Rageable.
Yeah.
You
want
mean
to
like
talk
last
Raging Bull?
newest one?
Yeah, the last newest one.
Ah.
Joker.
Oh yeah,
Shit, that's
Joker.
right. He was in that. Damn, forgot all about that.
I don't have 20
Yeah,
hours
he
to
was-
watch Irishman.
I don't. I have not
You
even
don't?
watched it. Once you've seen one Martin Scorsese
Oh, it
movie,
is.
you've seen them
Oh,
all.
yeah.
You're not wrong.
There's a.
Hey, yo, spoiler makes the pasta. Sometimes spoiler likes to put a lot of garlic in the pasta, but it's still a really good pasta.
Yeah, and
In
then
every movie.
it's just bad. I mean, it's not.
I love
bad.
that scene. Goodfellas is on Netflix right now. I watch the scene over and over when I
That was my one thing when he was making the Joker. I was like, God, now I got to sit through like a Goodfellas version of the Joker. Good lord.
Spit it out, you stuttering prick. Hey, Spider, go get your shoe shine.
See, Joker
Oh,
was-
speaking of stuttering pricks,
Oh, what? I speak okay.
your boy,
Who?
Stuttering Donnie Cates.
What about him? What do you do now?
He called into EVS's live stream. Okay?
Who's EVS? I don't know acronyms.
Ethan Van Sciver.
Got
Okay.
it, got it, got it, got it.
He's doing a live stream, and Donnie Cates calls him up. So accidentally, EVS doesn't answer the phone, goes to voicemail. EVS tries to transcribe the voicemail. It accidentally calls him back, right? And EVS is telling him, "Hey, Donnie, I'm doing a live stream right now," because Donnie called him back. "Oh, yeah. Stuttering Donnie. He was obviously drunk, but it was embarrassing.
Oh, okay, okay.
And EVS tell him, "Look, man, I'm doing a live stream right now. I got 2,000 people watching my live stream. 2,000 people, can you imagine that?
I can't.
Cha-ching, right?
I like that. That'd be
Right,
rad.
right.
Cha-ching.
Hint, hint.
Split 3 ways.
Right, right.
I like it. Yeah, it was like 15 minutes of Donnie just like not getting the hand. It was sad.
But I like Donnie. Well,
He's a good writer.
so Donnie got nervous. He called.
He
into
was
this
drunk.
corner. That's
Yeah.
fine. I don't know what you do when you're nervous. Any job interview I go
I
into,
beat
I
up
just
Gen Xers.
start
I go
having
into
water.
drunk all day, dude. I'm
You're
drunk
into
right
drunk
now.
all day.
I'm drunk right
Well,
now.
it seems to be the
You took
opposite
that
problem.
New Jack documentary too hard, huh?
I did.
Every time you guys say New Jack, I think of New Jack City with Wesley Snipes.
Oh,
That's where
that
you got the
was
name
That's
from.
right. Okay,
great.
okay.
Yeah.
I love
That was
movie.
great. That was
And
great.
my brother's keeper. And he shoots him.
Ah, God, that was
Spoiler.
rough.
Yeah.
You want to hit him?
No, that was
That's
who
a real
it was.
That's the line of the movie.
That's literally
He was
it.
my brother's
You
keeper.
watch him.
And then he
You
shoots
watch
him.
him. He's
Yeah.
like that.
What have I said to offend you?
You wore
Yeah.
glasses.
Hey, these are my eyes. Okay. Would you prefer I wear the other pair?
Oh, let's end off on WrestleMania. Well, not end the
Oh,
show.
sorry,
but
sorry.
WrestleMania.
Yeah. What else? What else did we have?
We had yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't there a match that was like 30 seconds long? It was finisher.
Yeah, that was both world title matches.
That was both.
But the Goldberg one, Goldberg
Yeah, Goldberg was like 32 seconds, and Drew and Brock was 47
I
seconds.
still love the fact that freaking JBL, man, I love that guy, dude. He's like,
They don't get paid by the hour.
these guys like basically saying these motherfuckers are not gonna go. Like he's just like, get ready for this quick shit, guys.
Really?
Boy,
Before the match?
you're gonna
Yeah,
miss it.
yeah. He's like, these guys don't get paid by the hour, and the shit match wrapped up. I was like, this guy is petty.
How is it petty?
I was like,
Wait,
shit.
yeah, JBL's any bitter?
Yeah, he's a bitter.
He's a bitter
Hey,
asshole.
I would get bitter too if I got knocked out by a fucking mid Carter.
You talking about Brawl for All?
Who knows? Oh, that real thing, right?
They were all mid-carders. They were all mid-carders, man. Really? Bart Gunn is not a mid-carder?
I mean, yeah,
Wasn't
but
like
still.
Shamrock in that?
No,
Nah, he knew better.
he
He knew better.
Which is the one that was like an actual fighting? And it had
Brawl
There,
for all.
there was one.
There's the
that's-
boxing one, and there was like the one that was like
That-
an octagon.
No, okay, yeah. That's
Those
true.
are
That
Lions
Lions
Den.
did. That was
It's
the
Lions Den.
Lions
Okay,
Den.
okay,
That was
okay,
the
okay.
Lions Den.
Brawl for all is the boxing.
Oh man, that it was also on Vice. It was like the episode 2 after, or episode 3 after the freaking New Jack thing.
Speaking of wrestling, and I hate to bring the mood down,
Go ahead. This is going to be
But,
something about something else, something terrible.
Vice has a really good documentary right now.
On?
Chris Benoit.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, but no,
We
I
talked
know.
about it when you were buried.
Oh yeah, it was great. Don't worry about what they said though. My opinion matters.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Watch it. Wow.
He
Man.
just liked the part where Benoit was crying and Eddie's bad.
My great uncle Guerrero's in that, and yeah, it was sad seeing him. Sad.
Dude, it was pretty sad, dude. Yeah, it was rough, man. But no.
Kevin Sullivan did it.
Oh my god.
I'd rather believe that Kevin Sullivan committed murder than a man killed his wife and son.
I think we would all rather believe that.
Amen. Agree to agree.
Oh, I like that. It's very cute.
Hit him.
Agree to agree. That's very cute.
We're talking
Brawl for it all.
Yeah, brawl for all.
Boom, boom, boom.
Bro, dude, like, what I
Puppy's
like
husband in it.
is like just the attitude of old school wrestlers. Who's the guy with the glasses who was talking on that show? I forget his name. It's not Bruce Pritchard. It's someone else.
Vince Russo.
No, the other guy.
Jim Cornette.
Boom.
You guy gets corny.
I don't got anything.
Motherfucker!
Yeah, but it just tells you like the
Is that
mindset
what
of
that cheeseburger thing
That's
is?
the guy with the cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I remember that. I want a double cheeseburger, extra mayo, extra onion, motherfucker. Every night.
Everybody's blaming Vince Russo, right, for the brawl. He's like, "Look what you did! You cost us $1 million," and like blah blah blah. But I'm like, bro, he came up with the idea. The person you should be mad at is Vince McMahon because
Signing up on it.
he's the man who signed off with.
Man.
Like I love like when they talk all tough. I'd kick his ass. Why don't you kick the guy's ass who said yes to this? Like all Vince Russo could do is go, "Hey, let's have these guys fight," and then your boss has to say yay or nay, and he agreed.
But
Like,
that was all platform to get over Dr. Death, and Dr. Death got, to quote Debo, you got knocked the fuck out.
yeah, but I mean, like
Hey,
again,
young man.
Vince said yes to this. The person you should be mad at is Vince.
But you don't bite the hand that pays you.
I still, but that speaks to
How
like,
are you going to tell Vince, no, this is a shitty idea?
but to me that
Ever.
speaks, that speaks to like the cowardness of that time of like those guys, like the whole.
Cowardness is still going on.
It's kind of sort of. I think now people understand like Vince is the guy who says yes to this stuff, so it's more or less like Vince doesn't know what he's doing. At that time, it was more like
He said that, not me.
at that time
I need
it
a
was
job.
like Vince Russo was like the
Vince can't do
punching
it.
bag.
Vince is locked down. He can't go anywhere.
Well, now, but yeah, now it's like that. But I'm saying like back then, like motherfucker, tell this guy if you guys really feel that it's a bad idea, tell your boss why it's a bad idea.
That sweater's a bad idea.
This sweater's a great idea. 100% novelty. And you know what? It is comfortable with my scarf.
To me, it just makes it look like bitches, bro.
Oh, my scarf?
No,
Yes!
Wow.
their inability to
Don't
blame.
apologize.
How
Yeah,
dare
it makes you look like a
dare
bitch.
you.
Nah,
Look
bro,
at this.
like
Ah.
I can't respect. I'm like,
Satin
bro, don't
silk.
get mad at this
Oh.
fucking writer. Get mad at Vince.
It's my Chris Jericho outfit.
I dig it.
Thanks.
All you need now is a clipboard, and like you've made
And
the
all that.
list. Yeah.
You just called yourself Chris Jericho.
What's his name? The dude from, not Nia Jax, but by Stacey
Stacey
Jax.
Jax, yeah, bro. I'm telling you, like,
Hashtag musicals, yo.
yeah. Watch the. I promise you guys, if you guys watch Rock of Ages and you
It's
watch
Chris Jericho.
Stacey Jax, it is literally that's Chris Jericho's gimmick right now. He's
And I
literally
love it.
Stacey
When you
Jax.
said that, I'm like, it's beautiful. Quote, Vexx.
Yeah.
That was all you,
I was
man.
like-
That was the best
I was
thing
like,
ever.
oh shit! I remember when I was
Oh,
watching
man.
AEW, I was like, he's fucking Stacey Jax.
Were you singing his music?
I was. What the heck?
That's a great song.
Oh, the Judas song? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so
Oh,
awesome.
he doesn't use to break the walls down anymore?
No,
he can't. No,
can't.
he uses Fozzy, his band.
Here's the deal, though.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know who owns the rights to break the walls down, but I don't understand why he's never covered it so he could use it.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
because you can cover a song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too WCW.
break the walls down.
No, I'm saying if you cover the song like that and you
But
make a tweak,
But
that's
but, I'm
WCW.
saying- but Chris Jericho is such a good like rock and roll
Musician?
guy that he could pull it off. I think.
But then again, you're holding on to that hold. You're holding on to that WWE. I get it. He wants to let it go completely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I
he's
think
in
that
it.
might be what the symbol.
Don't listen to us.
I mean, it's not bad enough you're getting not Luke Harper, Brody Lee.
Yeah.
We just openly spoofing McMahon because the homeboy sneezed in the room. Get out! Get out! He's wearing a business suit. No. Wrestling.
All right.
Wrestling.
What else? Wrestling.
Oh yeah,
Wrestling.
the owner, he really appreciated the comic shop etiquette. Is it he get another mention?
Let's do it. Comic shop etiquette,
Comic shop
volume
etiquette.
2.
Owner / my best friend. Just want
There
to
it
put
is.
that out there. Just,
You got no friends.
Good.
I got family.
Damn it! I knew that was
Ken
gonna come up.
fucking Diesel.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna watch Bloodshot tonight.
Are you?
Oh,
Yeah, I
wait.
am.
Oh, please let me know how it is.
Okay.
I've heard nothing bad about it.
Yeah, I've heard it was actually good.
After I put the last pile of dirt on you, I'll tell you whether it was good or not.
Whatever you like to do to me, friend, is fine. We're friends, but...
Too much damn Tiger King for this guy.
Oh my gosh! Tiger King, real quick. So apparently if you want to feed a person to a tiger, you put vinegar all over them. Not my words, those are Carol Baskin.
You know what I'm gonna do on this video? I'm just gonna put a hashtag free Joe Exotic.
Hashtag free Joe. Well, I'm not going to say he's not guilty.
I thought you were going to put that intro in the podcast now.
You know what? The way I have it set it up is it's the first video on the playlist because these videos all go into a playlist.
Now you get
Because so now when you watch this, it automatically plays first before this. The reason why I didn't put it in the video is because it would give the people who own that music a constant claim to our videos. So that's the best way to do it. Yeah.
But now
they can have that intro. That's cool because that's an awesome. It made people laugh in this hard time.
Yeah.
You know, I thought people needed to
Talk
laugh.
about hot time, like Dusty Road Hot Time.
Yeah.
Hot time or hard time? Both are sexy.
Anyways, comic shop etiquette. The owner told me, "Spoiler, brother. I appreciate what you did about the polls, but he said if you could just get one more message on." I said, "Big Don, what is it?" You know, because he's the Big Don of comics.
Oh, okay.
So he says,
There's a dong.
"It's true." He said,
Hashtag comics.
He said, "It's not a library."
Awesome.
I said, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" He goes, sometimes we get people to come in and they pick up the book, and it's okay to thumb through and check out the artwork and go yay or nay. But some guys got the audacity to take the book over to a table, sit down, and start reading the damn thing and put the damn thing back.
I think the biggest problem with that too that people don't understand is this is artwork.
Yes.
When the comic consumer wants to come in and buy it, they want it to be somewhat pretty. Some people want it mint edition.
Yep, 9.8.
But it's artwork they're investing in. So if there's fingerprints and bent pages, yeah, it hurts. It does a lot.
Or they break the spine and they drop it back in the clamshell and it gets a dinged up corner.
You don't go and buy a painting that someone's drawn on with Sharpie.
I semi blame Mallrats for that.